Test, test. Well, I'm continuing with the bubble car, and it's going very well. It's extremely parametric. Everything shifts. I'm getting ready to install the crate and install the engine unit, but the chassis is done. Certainly the surface crease is done. The revolve, the rear axle. Just have to take off some of this spinning. Actually, I think I can. Oh, my wife wants to yell right now when I'm video recording. But there we are. We've got this little guy here, fully parametric on every front, really having a lot of control. I'll play a little bit with this, maybe save it as a dock. Maybe save it as just a D version, just a playful D version here, and see what happens. So if I jump in here and start playing around, you can see how you can have major effects as I go in here and just pull out those sides. Kind of cool how that really changes things and moves it outside. This one I can, bring in. I can start to do some really cool curve things. It's always nice to look at the graphs and see what you want to do. Not sure what'll happen too much here if I start playing with that 3.0. Oh, it widens and changes my shocks. So that's kind of cool. Getting in there and changing those scale suspension units. So that's really nice. Anywhere there's kind of graphs, that's kind of the best place to grab hold of the handles and be playful. I'm not sure what happens if I move this evaluate surface off to the side. I'm sure it has minor effects. I probably should just leave it around 5.55. And you still have major control over multiplication, amplification, thickening, played off your mud flaps a little differently. It is really wonderful, and I've even gone so far in this last little section here, just take the preview off, and I've allowed myself to have this be parametric, so like wherever this ends up moving to as a unit, if I can get back in there and find out where that was, I guess that would be the axle. If I start playing with the rear axle position, you'll see that the support for that alters with it, moves with it, even if I change the diameter and that. So really nice little subtleties of movement in here, and you get a sense of that if I take off the, if I hide the visibility on here. So really got a lot of nice control, linear control, lines. I'm going to pop the engine on here. I'm going to have some fun, change the suspension, and always go back and just balloon this sucker up and have some fun with just the main 3 sliders, which I think really produce some pretty cool parametric changes through the wheels themselves, having an effect on the arches and flattening. And there's limitations of where things break, but I've really tried to keep things kind of responsive to one another. Having a lot of fun with that, and the division and the multiplication. Yeah, really fun stuff, Don't want to keep anything too normal. Anyhow, it'll be an ugly car when I'm done. I'll put the engine on there, and I'm excited to see where it takes off after that. The script is long and big, but I understand it, and I'm pulling geometries. I pulled geometries several times, keeping things in blocks, so neatening this up in the end and making it efficient is another whole beast to wrestle with. But right now, it is my model for playing and having a lot of fun with, and I'm super excited about that. So I like the chassis in blue, and everything else, and those mud flaps are a little overdone. But we'll see. And they're a little up high, but they do arc and play off of closest point. I use surface closest point quite a bit, and just keep building and use a lot of math and the geometries and lines and creating lines. Hope you guys like it. I'll keep going with it. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. That's an ugly version of the car, but that's why I save it on different versions each time. So I'll just go back and save as, I'll just reopen my C bubble car. And that's the one I kind of like what it's set at right now, and I'll keep playing with that one as I keep making more. Thanks for watching.